The legend of El Dorado has captivated the human imagination for centuries. A city of gold, shimmering in the depths of unexplored jungles, holds an irresistible appeal. This mythical city, a beacon of unimaginable wealth, has inspired countless adventurers to risk everything in its pursuit. But El Dorado is more than just a treasure hunt. It's a story woven into the fabric of history, a tale of ambition, greed, and the clash of civilizations. This legend, passed down through generations, continues to intrigue and fascinate, prompting us to ask, what is it about El Dorado that still holds us captive? In this exploration of El Dorado, we'll journey back in time to uncover the legend's origins. We'll follow in the footsteps of conquistadors, driven by their insatiable thirst for gold, and we'll delve into the tragic consequences of their quest, a stark reminder of the human cost of avarice. Join us as we navigate the treacherous terrain of myth and reality, seeking to understand the enduring allure of El Dorado. The story of El Dorado begins not in a glittering metropolis, but with a small indigenous tribe nestled high in the Andes Mountains. The Muisca people, skilled goldsmiths and fervent worshippers of nature, inhabited the region that is now modern-day Colombia. Their reverence for the divine manifested in elaborate rituals, none more captivating than the legend of the Gilded Man. Imagine a sacred lake, its surface shimmering under a brilliant Andean sun. At its edge, a procession approaches, led by the Muisca chieftain, his body entirely covered in gold dust. This is no ordinary man. This is a living embodiment of the gods, about to embark on a sacred pilgrimage. He boards a raft laden with treasures of gold and emeralds, offerings to appease the gods dwelling in the watery depths. With a final prayer, he plunges into the lake, the gold dust washing away, a symbol of sacrifice and renewal. This, the Muisca believed, ensured the prosperity of their people and appeased the spirits of the lake. Little did they know that this sacred ritual, performed for generations, would become the catalyst for a legend that would reach far beyond their mountain home, attracting the attention of those with far less reverence for the sacred and a far greater hunger for gold. Word of the Muisca's golden rituals spread like wildfire, carried on the winds of rumor and speculation. Spanish conquistadors arriving in the New World were greeted with tales of a land overflowing with riches. They envisioned not just a gilded man, but an entire city of gold, a prize beyond their wildest dreams. This is where myth began to eclipse reality. The conquistadors, fueled by avarice and ambition, transformed the Muisca's sacred lake into a vast empire. El Dorado, the Gilded One, was no longer a king, but a place, a city of unimaginable wealth hidden within the depths of the unexplored continent. The legend took on a life of its own. Stories circulated of golden temples, streets paved with gold, and kings adorned with jewels. Maps were drawn, each more elaborate than the last, marking the supposed location of this elusive city. The more elusive it proved, the more the legend grew, fueled by rumor, exaggeration, and the insatiable greed of those who sought it. The myth of El Dorado, once a simple tale of a golden king, had transformed into a siren song, luring explorers deeper and deeper into the heart of the unknown. The quest for El Dorado had begun, and with it, a dark chapter in the history of the Americas. The search for El Dorado was not for the faint of heart. The jungles and mountains of South America presented a formidable challenge, a labyrinth of dense foliage, treacherous rivers, and unforgiving terrain. Undeterred, conquistadors set off, driven by the promise of untold riches and fueled by their unwavering belief in the legend. These early expeditions were exercises in both human endurance and folly. Men marched through sweltering jungles tormented by insects and disease. They braved treacherous rapids and scaled perilous mountain passes, their dreams of gold eclipsing the very real dangers that surrounded them. Many perished, succumbing to the harsh conditions, their bones left to bleach under the unforgiving sun. Yet the relentless pursuit continued, driven by the unshakable conviction that El Dorado lay just beyond the next horizon. These expeditions, however, were not merely tales of adventure and hardship. They were harbingers of a far darker reality. The arrival of the Spanish in the New World marked the beginning of a tragic era for the indigenous populations. Their quest for gold quickly morphed into a campaign of conquest, leaving a trail of destruction and despair in its wake. Ah, the allure of unimaginable wealth and eternal fame. For centuries, explorers have ventured into the unknown, driven by tales of a city paved with gold. Many set out on this perilous journey, dreaming of riches and glory, yet the path was fraught with danger, and only a few returned to tell the tale. Their stories, however, have only fueled the legend of El Dorado, making it an enduring symbol of adventure and the human spirit's unyielding quest for greatness. In the dense, uncharted jungles, explorers pushed forward, driven by tales of gold and glory. The thick canopy above and treacherous terrain below made every step a challenge, yet the hope of discovering El Dorado kept their spirits high. They chased shadows, following every whisper and rumor, believing that the next turn could reveal the legendary city. As time passed, scholars and historians began to re-evaluate the significance of El Dorado. Was it merely a myth, a tale spun from the desires of men, or did it hold deeper meanings, symbolizing the eternal quest for wealth and power? The narrative of El Dorado evolved, reflecting the changing perspectives of those who studied it. Even today, the allure of El Dorado hasn't faded. Modern adventurers and archaeologists continue the search. Armed with advanced technology and a relentless spirit, they scour ancient maps, decode cryptic texts, and venture into the unknown, driven by the same dream that fueled their predecessors centuries ago. The quest for El Dorado lives on. El Dorado remains one of history's greatest enigmas, a blend of dreams and disillusionment. It symbolizes the heights of human ambition and the depths of our desires. While the City of Gold may never be found, its legacy endures, reminding us of the power of myths and the timeless quest for something greater. The story of El Dorado is in many ways the story of humanity itself.